Right. They've been creating an organization for over 350 years.
Hey everyone, so we're actually still in Hamilton.
With certain grids. I understand this because of biogeometry. Every city, every street, every emblem on a cop's uniform is all channeling energy to other forces that we don't understand yet. Okay? And this whole thing around Satanism and pedophilia is stuff so huge that I can't comprehend. But I know enough to know that there are these agencies of the dark forces that have been enabling this kind of program for a long time.
That's
so what
true.
does that mean? Send people to school to dump them down so that they're not artistic and they don't understand the power of this beauty, being the universe or creation or God, whatever you believe in. Take their power away, number one. Take the adults and put them in elderly homes, feed them full of drugs so they don't have connection with their kids. Does anybody remember when grandparents and great-grandparents were in the home to die with us? Remember that? The kids got to grow with their grandparents and learn from the elders. And once we took all that away, we started putting them in schools and daycares. And now we're controlling these kids. And then we get on TV. And then we have programming, Deborah. And then the music isn't even healing anymore. Acoustic music heals people. The stuff that you're listening today on radio and TV has been programmed with a frequency that actually rapes your human soul at a cellular level. And the children today with gangster rap and death metal and stuff are actually affecting their souls from the music. And they know this. There's an institute called the Tavistock Institute. Do some research on that. This is what they've been doing. So, I'm not surprised that the normal people are scared of asking questions because it's so huge. The fear around all the education. I've been doing this for 25 years. So I understood my corporation was ready to go. And I dissolved it 4 months ago because I went, why should I hide behind a business now? People have negative connotations around a corporation. So it's going to be me now, and I'm going to devote my life to this message. And it's going to be about educating the people.
Lamont Daigle speaking.
You think there's a reason why I give people this water? Let me explain. Part of the disassociation of humankind to pay attention to other people called empathy is gone. Now we feel sympathy for people. Oh, such a poor person. That's not me, right? Empathy is, oh, you know what? I completely understand what you're going through. Here's $1 because you can't work in a system that's been set up because you're not pretty enough. Right? Here's $1 because you have some kind of deformity that because of the chemtrails and because of the food quality, you've got
Hi,
to
Nicole.
where you can't work.
Hi, everyone. We're still in Hamilton at the Celebration of Life gathering,
So the thing is this, the reason
also known as our Freedom Rally.
water machine has been in
Hugs over Mass.
for 50 years as a medical
And I
device.
just found out that in London, Ontario, right now, there are about 45 people out
BPA
meeting.
mimics the hormone called estrogen that shrinks your balls.
Hi, beautiful. We're in Hamilton
There's
today.
a documentary on CBC called The Disappearing Male. Believe me when I tell you, the estrogenization of food and water has destroyed our men and women.
Thanks,
And
Alicia.
soy, exactly. Estrogen based to have your body think you're becoming a woman. So we have very high instances of miscarriages. We have little girls at 8, 10 years old having breasts and their periods at 8 years old and getting breast cancer at 10 and 12.
Oh my God.
Because of the estrogenization in food.
Oh my God.
And not that I look bad upon trans people. I do not. They still have their choices. As a human being, they can do whatever they want. However, they've been confused because of the food, because of the message of these people.
Wonderful,
Agents of
Alicia.
change that want to take away what God or the universe or creation has given you naturally. Okay? And we don't have the support that a mental health issue to be able to help anybody because we don't count them as people. Go ahead at 10 years old and change the sex of yourself at 10 years old. Go ahead.
That is such an abomination.
They will allow this.
No, I know they do, and they criminalize parents that are taking a stand.
Parents, guys. They brutalize you on everything because they want to take your power away from your children. And you being an actual
elaborate on a few things that he's saying, and then I'll announce
Yeah,
it.
The
for
reason
sure.
I'm
Thanks.
taking a sidestep and letting great people talk is because I could go on forever about this, and then I get myself all excited. So the thing is this: does anybody else have something to say, Letitia?
Well, Justin wants to say a few words too.
Justin, thanks guys for listening. I appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, Lamont. Now, whatever you want to call this group of people, the Illuminati, the elites, the international bankers, it doesn't really matter much. But people like Lamont and myself that have been speaking about this group of people, we've been labeled a conspiracy theorist for well over 30 years. But there's so much overwhelming evidence now since the signing of the UN Migration Pact of all these countries giving up their sovereignty to unelected officials at the UN. Even with this COVID-19 being a global pandemic, even though it doesn't meet the requirements number-wise to be an actual pandemic, you can see a collaboration with mostly every single government around the world. The ultimate goal is one world government, and we're seeing that unrolled before our very eyes.
Justin Long speaking.
They're using fear and propaganda to keep you, to manipulate you, and to let you give up all your rights so that the government will come in and save you. Now, I wanted to elaborate a little bit on what Lamont was saying as far as why people are complicit and not asking out. One of the other
complacent
is stuff like fluoride. Fluoride has been put in our public waters for many, many years. Bayfront was one of the first places in Canada to start using it. Before that, they used it in the concentration camps of Nazi Germany. And it kept the Jewish prisoners, it kept them docile, it kept them obedient, and it kept them not wanting to fight back. It makes you compliant, it makes you complicit, and that's what they put in our water. So, and then GMO foods that alter our genetic sequence, alter our DNA,
chemtrails, aluminum in chemtrails.
Inside out. They have a vaccine where they're openly talking about that they have a certain element in this vaccine that makes you less spiritual, makes you not believe in God. That they've already engineered vaccines to take your religion away from you. Which,
I don't know.
and this one world government that I mentioned is modeled off of communism. It will be global communism.
Oh, for sure.
And one of the main pillars of, a few main pillars of communism is to destroy the nuclear family, to destroy religion. And you can see it all happening before our eyes with these riots that are happening across the states. This Black Lives Movement.
Orchestrated riots.
Fighting racism. But it's really
Orchestrated riots.
Just a Marxist communist movement. And then you can really see that when you actually research them a bit and look at their demands. So you can see all these things at play, and the ultimate goal is to take your rights away and allow a
Hamilton
one-world
Freedom Rally, guys.
dictatorship. And that's an end to all our children's freedoms. So you may think that we're just here trying to stop mandatory masks, but it goes much deeper than that.
It does.
It starts with the masks, but the end result is going to be a loss of all your children's freedoms.
No.
So we got to make a stand now.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time. Letitia is going to say a few words now.
Oh.
Letitia Montana!
Would you be so kind? Would you be so kind to hold my phone because I'm recording? Yeah, I'm just doing a live stream.
Where's that Anthony guy?
Hi everyone.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi. So
Hey.
thanks Justin for allowing me a few minutes to speak. And thanks everyone for coming out. And my message today is simple. You do make a difference more than you know, more than you can imagine. You are more powerful than you think. And I want to give you a couple of simple examples. Most of you by now would have heard about my little viral video. Well, I never in a million years thought that my little incident at St. Joseph's Hospital in Toronto, where I was denied access because I questioned even the mask policy. They told me, no mask, no service, you can leave. You know, I never in a million years thought that my little video was going to get 6.1 million views on Twitter, okay? I know. One little video, but just to give you an idea, and even though most of the attention that I got was negative and I was being criticized and the media dragged my name through the mud and so on, I know. You know what, I want to let you know, first of all, most of the haters have left. It was about a week and a half of just full-on hate, and you know what, I knew in my heart that I was standing for the right thing. I knew I was standing for life, for freedom, for our human rights, and I know, just like Justin spoke about, I know that this mask issue is just one simple part of a multifaceted assault on humanity that is currently being orchestrated, okay? So if we acquiesce now, they're just going to keep on rolling with what they have planned. Now, I'm not sure whether we, you know, least we can do, what I'm saying is, least we can do is try to make a difference. And I want to let you know again, I have a little YouTube channel, I only have 350 subscribers, which by the way, I only had less than 100 before the viral video incident happened. So by and large, my following on all the platforms has actually gone network are people who are freedom-minded and are standing up for our rights, and they're doing their part also. But I wanted to know that even though I only have 350 followers on my, I have a YouTube channel called Humanity Rising, which you may or may not be able to find because it's being shadow banned, but never mind. I took the opportunity to post one video. There was a 2-minute video that shows a mask demo where you can spray a deodorant through any of these cloth masks and it goes right through, okay? And they're telling us that it's going to stop particles. Anyway, that little video on my little channel was forwarded by so many people. It got up to 90,000 views. And I only have 350 followers. So do not discount the difference you can make. Another video I posted, which was of a 20-year OSHA-approved PPE expert, talking about the fact that masks have to be fitted on, and that part of OSHA is kind of the equivalent of WSB in the U.S. They're like the Workforce Safety Board, okay? So this lady explains that her job for the past 20 years has been going to educate doctors and nurses and workplaces about mask safety, and she also talks about the fact that, you know, because one of the objections we get from doctors and nurses, I wear a mask all day, I'm still fine. Well, you know, one of the things this lady explains is that in hospital settings, they have controlled increased airflow to make up for the fact that they're wearing masks, okay? And the doctors and nurses, they may not even be familiar with that, but part of her work was to make sure that airflows were controlled in workplaces. So anyway, that video that I posted again on my little channel, so many people forwarded, and it's only been posted 3 days ago. It got over 14,000 views already. Okay? So, do not discount what you can do. You may not think you have a platform, but thankfully we have the sharing mechanisms, and when the video...
We have the founder.
Well, exactly. And you know what? A number of people are here today because they saw one of my Facebook Lives talking about today's gathering, okay? Yeah. I'm so grateful, okay? Everyone can make a difference. And look, I understand if maybe because of your work you're afraid to speak out, you can still share videos privately to your network. You can share through WhatsApp, through Facebook Messenger. Do what you can. Don't discount yourself, because they are counting on our passivity. They are counting on the fact that people are going to continue acquiescing to the madness. Right. And imagine if all of us were like me, if all of us were like all of you here, would they would not stand a chance with this bullshit, okay? Absolutely. They would not stand a chance. Yeah. If people actually stood in their province saying, no, we're not doing that, no, thank you. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Exactly. But you know what? The onus is on those of us whose eyes have been opened to do something, to take a stand to whatever extent we can. If you can stretch your comfort level a little bit. In my case, I was thrusted out of my comfort zone when my little video went viral and I was subjected to all this online hate. Okay, well, it's okay. You know what? As somebody said to me, God, the universe doesn't give you more than you can handle. And clearly, I'm still here. Nothing happened. I'm still here. I'm still speaking. You know, and I will continue doing so, because not to do so, I feel like I'm betraying my child's future. I'm sorry. Like, I don't want my child growing up in a socially distanced, masked world. You know, I cannot conceive of that. And again, if we don't take a stand now, what they have planned for us is not good. And if you're curious about the extent of their plans, I highly recommend everyone check the StopTheCrime.net YouTube channel. Deborah Tavares, she's an amazing investigative journalist. For the past, I'd like to say 10, 15, 20 years, I don't know how long it's been, she has been uncovering the plans of these, if we can even call them elites. They are satanic elites. And so much information is out there already. Of course, a lot of it is being shadow banned, suppressed, but you can still find stuff on BitChute, if not on YouTube, okay? But yeah, StopTheCrime.net, she goes in depth. I mean, part of their plans, and again, she has gotten a hold of their planning documents, okay, where they explain that part of their plans include rolling electricity blackouts, okay? Of course, mass vaccination is part of their plans. Another channel that I follow and like, Dollar Vigilante. You can find him on YouTube, guys. Dollar Vigilante. Jeff Berwick, you know, he's a Canadian patriot. He's been living in Mexico for the past 10 years. Big time crypto investor, gold, precious metals. Anyway, he's educating people about things we can do, but he's also been reviewing some of these plans. I don't want to go on and on. Just trust that you can make a difference. Do what you can. which is glass half full. Let's focus on what we can do. We are in a world where we're being told you cannot do this and you cannot do that, and so many things are apparently being forbidden from us, which is they have no jurisdiction over us. Human beings. But anyway, let's focus on what we can do. Let's continue. You know, the Hats Over Masks movement is absolutely amazing. I'm so grateful to God for starting it, and I'm grateful to every one of you supporting the initiatives. The Line Canada, another amazing initiative, another Facebook group called A Celebration of Freedoms and Rights. All of these groups, let's put our energy because, you know, one thing we can't expand, that's universal law. Let's focus on what we can do. Let's keep pushing the truth forward. As much as they want to push false forward, we're going to keep pushing the truth, keep pushing light, and keep taking a stand in our day-to-day life, okay?
Have a good connection.
I support all of you. God bless you all. Thank you for being here.
What? Oh, because the shirt you buy them like $2-3, right?
Much love. Who do I give this back to? Of course.
Usually, if you just do an individual shirt, you pay as much as $100.
I know. I have a lucky day. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Letitia.
Thank you, Lamont. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, everyone.
$20 license logo and
Tell everybody your name, sister, so we know how.
My name is Robin Benedict.
Benedict.
I'm a Hamilton singer-songwriter, and I've got new music, new projects coming. I've actually, I just lost some bandmates actually because of this, because they're afraid to latch themselves onto me musically.
I'm so sorry. Yeah,
We'll think of them.
I heard another musician tell me the same thing.
What I really want to say, I think it's really important that we all remember this. People don't like to be called sheeple.
Yeah, that's true. That's
People
absolutely
don't
true.
like to be insulted for not knowing,
That's true.
for not understanding the depth of what is happening.
The deception.
So when you guys are spreading the truth everywhere, be kind. No, don't call them names because they will lash back. Don't stoop to their level because I'm not stooping to their level. I'm killing it with kindness, man. That's the only thing we can do. Kill it with kindness, and that's all I have to say.
Thanks, sister. Justin. Oh, yeah, of course. Everybody can speak. It's on already, as far as I think so. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
My name's Kim. I'll be brief. I just want to say that I was starting to think that Canadians, as a whole, were the most apathetic group on the planet. And you guys...
Speak louder.
You guys are great because you've reminded me that there are still people out there
Yeah.
that are angry and need a voice and need to lead by example because I think there are a lot of people that want to take their masks off. They just don't know how. The other thing that really disturbs me is the mixed messages we're getting constantly. My body, my choice. Well, that only applies if you want to kill your baby on the first day of birth or on delivery day, it seems. Other than that, your body is not your choice. You wear a mask when we tell you to. You take a vaccine when we tell you to.
We cannot stand for that.
Bullshit.
Exactly.
I'll wear a mask if I want to. I'm not going to stop you from wearing a mask.
Yeah.
But how dare you tell me I have to wear a mask?
Yeah.
This
Thank you,
is my
sister.
sovereign body.
That's
so
right,
thank
sister.
you guys for doing this. I am so thrilled to find you. I drove Vlad crazy, I'm sure, with all my text messages. Of, where do I go? Where is it? What time does it start? What? You know, I think you finally just gave up. But we made it. So,
Not sure. Anybody else want to say a few words?
Letitia.
Yeah, Justin. Thank you.
Well, thank you, everyone. I just want to say thank you again for coming out on this amazing day, our first ever Hamilton celebration of life.
Woo!
And moving forward, we're going to build this up. We're going to get out there, raise awareness, bring more people here so we can celebrate on Sundays and have kids playing and music and everything. And on that topic, we're going to get back to the music and celebrate it.
Woo!
So that's it for speakers today.
Awesome. Oh, okay.